Welcome back, bro beans and dudettes. I'm Daniel Talbot, and we're here at Your Balance, where we discuss practical approaches to psychology, philosophy, and health science. Today, we're going to be talking about how to maintain your goals by focusing on the process and not the outcome. Let's do this. When looking at a big goal, it's really good to break it down into smaller milestones. However, sometimes when we're looking at losing weight as the overall objective, breaking it down into milestones can be a little bit difficult and even detrimental to your overall success. Part of the issue with weight control and over-monitoring is that when you do hit those milestones, it gives people a reason to celebrate. And rightly so, it should. When you do weigh yourself often, you end up seeing that these milestones being met or not met influence whether you're going to be rewarding yourself at all. And this can hinder your progress because you might reward yourself too much or too little. If you focus that energy on focusing on the process of how you get to the weight loss, rather than the weight loss itself, you can actually get better results by not monitoring it and often overachieve by just focusing in on the process. All diets work to some extent. We fuck them up. And maybe here is where the real problem is with weighing yourself too often, is it gives you excuses to slack off when you're overachieving your goals. And then when you don't hit your weight target goals, you can feel defeated. And often that leads you into a bit of a pity spiral and you go back looking for that same food that you would use as a reward as something to soothe you. There's nothing less motivating than feeling like all that hard work you've been doing hasn't gotten you anywhere. I'm telling you that regular weigh-ins are influencing your health negatively. Because when you do that, it creates an emotional response to that outcome. And often that response is the thing you've been craving most, food. The way your thoughts might flow in either of these situations might go something like this. Weigh self, hit target, deserve reward, food. Or the other way, weigh self, didn't hit target, pity, well, I want to feel better, food. By not focusing on the process, your progress will suffer and it'll take you longer to get to those targets that you set. So how do we start to focus on the process and not the outcome? The outcome is generally something measurable. When we're looking at the process, we want to feel like the outcome is a feeling, as a process of success. If we look at the example of trying to lose 10 kilos, rather than the 10 kilos being the goal, try to tap into what you really want out of it. That might be to have more energy, it might be to fit in some clothes a little bit better. And then when you really lock into what that is, hold on to the feeling behind it and let that be the motivator, not the actual number on the scales, because that'll change. What if you put on muscle or you drank a bunch of water that day? To help facilitate this, there's 3 questions I want you to ask yourselves when you're setting up a goal and then while you're doing it. Number 1, what do I really want? Ask why 5 times. What do I really want? Why? And then to the answer to that, ask why again, and then to the answer to that again, and repeat. And eventually you get down to the core of what it is you're actually looking for from this goal. Number 2, visualize and feel exactly what it's like to attain that goal, that 5th why. It helps motivate and encourage you. Number 3, is what you're doing in line with what you visualized in question 2? Are the behaviors that you're doing going to get you to that outcome? Finally, to help you a little bit, to make sure that you're on the right track, with that last question there, if you have to think about it for more than a second or two, it's probably a no. Don't spend too long convincing yourself, because you will. You're very, very good at it. And with that, I want to leave you with a quote from Richard P. Feynman. You must not fool yourself, and you are the easiest person to fool. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.